What's good? Listen to this. We're right back at it with a fresh one, no breaks. Now hold up, because Wack is stepping in and breaking down Blueface's record deal, piece by piece, and it gets exciting. Go ahead, tap in because you're not gonna want to miss this.
Akademiks saying Blueface is getting hustled by Wack.
Oh yeah, we gotta put that up. I called that act like he didn't know what I was talking about. They talking to me about finesse 2 times contract. I got 5 in this contract. What are you talking about?
It's a conflict of interest. You know, I'm not gonna get in their business, but I always knew Blueface was pretty stupid. I'll tell you why. Blueface is signed to Wack 100 and managed by Wack 100. Let me tell you how this works. So if you're the manager of the guy to a label, they take at least half of it. Then you're getting managed by the guy who owns the label. So of your 50% that you're getting, or less than 50%, he's still taking at least 20% of that too. It's double dipping. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign, you never get managed, or you don't have a management company owned by the people that also sign you. You get what I'm saying? So you never sign, you never get managed.
Let's stop it right there. So this is when I called the crazy, I said, yo, where did you get this from? He said, well, finesse 2 times has JPE, which is Jay Prizz's dad, the father, Mob Ties, Moneybag Yo, then Atlantic. I said, that's 4 people ahead of him, right? Right. I said, okay. So what, he got 20%? I said, nah, he got 20% and 50%, which is 10%, right? Right. I said, okay. I said, so what did he say he got? He said he ended up with like $30,000, $40,000. That's what they gave him out the budget, right? I said, okay. I said, all right, so this is how it works for me. For one, ain't no 4 or 5 people in there. If Blueface get an advancement of $500,000, he get $500,000. You don't take 20% of the $500,000? Absolutely not. You get $500,000. Now let's just say the budget's $1 million. He said, well, Wack, where you make your money at? I said, I'm gonna tell you. The other $500,000 is for what? He got quiet. I said, what's the other $500,000 for? It's $1 million on the table. I done gave the artist $500,000. Since you say 50%, let's call it 50%. What's the other $500,000 for? He said, well, the album gotta get done. Producers, studio time, features, mix, mastering, videos, all that. Right. So, okay. So how much you think that costs? He said more than $500,000. I said, exactly. Now, because I'm Wack, right, I may get all that done for $400,000. Because the producers didn't charge me. The video that cost $50, they charged me $25. Right. I said, so let me ask you something. If you just said all that costs over $500,000, that would mean if I gave him $500,000 and it cost $600,000, I'm $100,000 in the hole, right? Right. Which ultimately puts him in the hole because we got to recoup everything before the other money come in, right? Right. But if Wack can get it done for another $400,000, you got a problem with me making money on the label side because my name and my relationship save money? He said no. He said, but Blueface got the $500,000, right? Yeah, but you didn't take no money. No, I gave him his $500,000. He said, wouldn't your management kick in? And I said, well, once the album's done and everything's out, and I go set tours up and do deals over here and deals over there and boxing deals over here and this over there, then my management money kicks in.
Let me jump in real fast. Listen to this. Wack laying this out really highlights a kind of transparency you rarely see in this industry, and that part alone should make you raise an eyebrow. Blueface is actually getting paid up front. And hold up, this deal is designed to protect him while most artists are still running in circles trying to recoup forever.
And you take half of that? I said, no. The max is 20%. It's illegal to do anything over 20%. He said, no way you giving him all that. I said, all my artists get the same deal. That's why they don't go nowhere. Now, the rest of them, They f***ed up because they got 5 hands in the pot. So Finesse 40,000 takes him 12 deals to get what Blueface might get in one. And you got management that's been to go over here and make happen that shouldn't. Cardi B features and God knows Lyrical Lemonade videos, and these features and that, and you in Europe on your first run out, which doesn't happen. You got artists been around here 10, 15 years being run. And all kind of other. We ain't gonna talk about when a leave and his phone go off at 8 o'clock at night. What's up? Blueface in jail for attempted murder in Vegas. And he on the freeway and calling attorneys and making it on planes to be at the courthouse 7 o'clock in the morning and going to book houses and so they can give you a bill and give you ankle. I said, it's a whole lot come with it, because a lot of times when you and your management in that building, they ain't going to the streets. Oh, when we talking about streets, let's talk about what comes with that. What the bill should look like for when all that's going on. Well, that's the cost of zeroed out. That just comes with it. He said, Wack, I'm sorry I mentioned your name. I thought he had the same contract as Finesse. I said, no. That's why you don't do that kind of. Now, Finesse could get out his contract. He just don't know what to do. Why won't you do it? I said, because he a snake. 90% of the artists in this game is a snake. This is why I understand why they do Finesse the way they did it. They know as soon as he get a name, as soon as he gets some popularity, he gonna turn on him. So what they do, they whoop him out the gate. So when he turn on him, like he do, I want out the contract. Yo, they feel good about it. I get it. I tell every week, Wack, man, nah, he's a snake. I see it in you. You just called me talking crazy about the very same thing that put you in position for you to talk to me. Snake. So, I see what you was doing, Akademiks. Bad example. Blueface ain't got 5 on the contract, bro.
Wack is essentially laying out why he says Blueface is not getting played at all, and hold up, why the whole narrative about his management and label situation is flat out wrong, stressing that Blueface doesn't have a bunch of people dipping into his pockets and that there aren't 5 different hands in the pot like folks keep saying. According to Wack, Blueface is signed to him and also managed by him under a setup where, listen to this, the artist actually receives his entire advance up front, meaning if Blueface lands a big advance girl, he gets every dollar directly and nobody is skimming anything off the top. Wack goes on to explain that his management money doesn't even activate until later. That's after the album is finished, the music is released, tours are locked in, brand deals are secured, and other revenue streams such as boxing or paid appearances are established. And even then, hold up, management is capped at 20%, which he says is the legal maximum point blank.